Well, hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. Today we're going to install the brake cooling kit. It comes with the Z51 option for the Stingray, and it comes with an instruction and a bag of parts. When you order your Stingray from the factory, it comes with one. This one was in the trunk. When I opened it, I saw it. So I guess this is an option that the factory doesn't install, but if you want to put it in, you can. And it's designed to cool your brakes I think it's more for track use. But I'm just going to install on mine because I do a lot of hard driving, and I use the brakes quite a bit. So I think it's going to be helpful. I had the car for a year, but I haven't got around to do it. So now's the time. I'll go through the entire procedure with you, so next time you do it, you know exactly how it goes in the car. Well guys, this is everything that's in the kit. Basically, these are the two front, and you just bolt it right under the control arm. So that seems to be simple enough. There's a bag of nuts and bolts that we're going to be using. Now for the rear assembly, there's multiple pieces. I assume these are going to be bolted together for the one side, and then one of these is going to go with the one side. So that's one of the sides, and then this makes up the other side. So the rear seems to be a little bit more complicated. It's got more pieces. The front only have like one piece per side. So I assume the procedure is going to be really straightforward. Let's go ahead and remove the wheels so we can put these on. So there's a right and a left side. This is the left side, and there's only 4 bolts that I have in my hand here, and a clip. That's all you need for the front assembly. And there's 4 locations. You see there's bosses that are sticking out. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the pin goes here, and that's it. Snap-in pin goes here. That's all it is, and then you just kind of mount it under the lower control arm. I will mount it, and then I'll show you afterwards. So looking from the front, this is what the cover looked like. The push-in pin goes here. There's a bolt there. There's a bolt here. One under here, and then another one down that way. And you just bolt it on. Make sure you don't over tighten it. These are all plastic, so 4 bolts and a push-in pin, and you're done. So it looks like that. Well guys, I forgot to put the blue Loctite on those bolts, so I'm gonna have to go and remove those bolts again and put the blue Loctite on there, get it back on. Probably okay without a Loctite, but I'm just being extra careful. The manual calls for Loctite, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Well guys, this side is completed. It's that simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the wheels back, get the other side done, and then we're gonna work on the back. Well guys, let's work on the rear part of the brake cooler. It comes in 3 pieces of plastic. This one you're gonna mount to the knuckle. There's 2 mounting points, and air is gonna come in from this direction, and it's gonna dump into the lower part of the rotor where it's gonna cool the rotor. Now there's 2 more pieces. There's an upper and a lower piece. The upper piece is going to be mounted to the lower control arm. This lower piece is going to mount to the top piece. When you get done mounting the top piece, it's going to get mounted to it. So it's going to look like that. Now air is going to come from this direction. It's going to go this way, and then it's going to dump into this part of it. There's a little bit of a gap, And then this part of it is gonna cool the rotor. So it's kind of like creating almost a 90 degrees turn where the air is gonna come in and cool the rotor. So let's go ahead and get these in the car. So I went ahead and removed the wheel. Now you see there's two jacks here. The CA is way too low to try to get a jack stance on there. So whenever I lift it up and get the wheels off, I always have two jacks. One main jack, and then one is just for emergency, just a backup jack. You never trust the jack, so make sure you have a redundant lift system because you're gonna be working under the car. That's my little girl sitting right here, keep me company. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the mounting. So I'm looking in from inside of the rear assembly, and you can see this is your knuckle right here. We're gonna be mounting to this hole here and this hole here, and this is gonna come up just like that up there, and then you're gonna mount it so the air is gonna come in from this direction. You're gonna mount with two bolts. I'll go ahead and get it mounted, and then I'll show you what that looks like. All right, here we go, guys. It's mounted. You can see that it's mounted in two different places with those two bolts, and it's gonna look like that from the back. Okay, so next we're gonna mount the top part of this two-piece, and this is gonna go to this lower control arm, and so we're gonna make up the top assembly just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt it on. We'll show you what that looked like. All right, so that's what the top portion looked like. I mounted into three different places. Torque it, and there's a torque spec on the sheet. These screws right here, they call for 42 inch-pounds. These right here is 62 inch-pounds. There's two of these, and then the one that goes into here is 22 inch-pounds. So if you have a torque wrench, it's a good idea to talk about the spec, because it's real easy to strip the stuff. You over torque them. I have this nice little torque wrench that would do inch-pounds. Work on a project like this, it's good. It's a good idea to go get one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the bottom piece to this piece, and then I'm done. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here. I want to make sure that there's sufficient space between these so they don't rub. Well, guys, it's done. So the bottom piece goes on. Torque all these up to 22 inch-pounds. There's 6 of these. So air is going to come from the front. It's going to scoop air in the front. It makes the turns. It dumped it into this part of it, and then it goes to your rotor. Cool it down. So not too bad. Well, guys, the entire process takes about 4 hours, something like that. An hour for each wheel. I know it takes a little bit of time, but I think it's time well spent. Especially this is free, right? You're not spending any money. It's already supplied to you when you purchase the car. And now you can use the storage space for something else, because I had those pieces in storage upstairs for a little while, and it's starting to take up space. So I'm glad that I did the project. It's gonna run cooler now, which is nice, because I do a lot of hard braking. So that's definitely gonna help. Well, guys, this is it. Appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.